Hello, hi, welcome, and thank you so much for being here. We're going to do a timeless and collective reading. Whenever this reading finds you, it's the right time. Keep in mind, it is a general reading. So see what signs, symbols, messages, energies resonate for you in your particular situation. Hopefully bring clarity. Do whatever you're wondering. It could broaden your perspective, change your focus, help you see something with fresh eyes, in a new way, in a new light. In the end, always trust yourself. That divine inner guidance is in you. And try to make balanced decisions between logic and intuition so your decisions are sound, based in love, and for the highest, greatest good of everyone. So we're all uplifted in love. Let's begin. We're going to start with the Golden Journey Pocket Tarot. Let's see what God, Source, Holy Spirit, Christ, Consciousness, our higher selves, angels, and energies of love have for the highest and greatest good of all. What are the opening messages to be helpful and insightful for the collective, please? And thank you. Three of Pentacles. So maybe this has to do with work, the people you work well with, feeling valued at the job you are in. I just heard new. So I feel like maybe some of you have somebody new coming on board or somebody new you get to work with. I feel like there's a person that, I don't know, I see one person walking in and they look like a light bulb. So maybe this person has very bright ideas. Maybe they're very different ideas than what you're used to. But I'm also getting that this person's energy overall stands out. I see this person being able to shine a light in some dark corners. I don't know what that means. So maybe there were some things at your job and it was swept under the rug. I feel like there's somebody coming through. Maybe you're that person that comes in like a light bulb in a new situation. I feel like if there was anything that was a mess, it's cleaned up. I feel like if anything was in the dark, it comes to light and it is addressed, fixed, changed. I see sorting through something. So I'm getting different messages with this right away. But Three of Pentacles usually is recognizing the different attributes or skills or talents or experiences of others. Like different people having different jobs that all come together to make something run smoothly. It's the differences that make it grow. Not when everything is exactly cookie cutter, like an assembly line in a factory. Not when it comes to the people working there. Maybe some of you do work in a factory or something like that. I still feel like something is coming through where there's going to be a big change. Something's going to run smoother. That could just be who you work with, making all the difference in how your day goes. Here, it's in any kind of environment where you're not appreciated or your work, your time, your effort, your energy isn't valued. So maybe some of you are leaving that type of environment. Let's get a little more clarity on the Three of Pentacles. What else would be helpful to know? The Hierophant. Well, I mean, some of you are getting some wise counsel, divine guidance on your career or something you're doing at work. I am also getting that this could be somebody working really well with another person in a partnership. And that could be love or business. Because where you have the Hierophant, there's one or more usually working together in an environment where usually there are some kind of rules, traditions, a way of doing something that makes something flow, that bring harmony to a partnership or a whole environment. Sometimes the Hierophant is like schools, institutions, your job, but it could also be a marriage, a partnership. And You know, the rules, let's just say in one work environment, might be completely different from the house rules in a different environment. So it could be that some of you are rewriting the rules, or somebody is coming in to do so, which in the beginning can be a little bit weird if you're used to something. But I feel like whether it is entering a new environment that is different than what you're used to, and you have to just sort of adjust and get used to the way things are in this new place or in this new partnership, or you're the one actually doing the rewriting, making some really big changes. There might be a person in charge, but, you know, because I feel like it's getting counsel, or it's somebody that uses their position of authority wisely, so the lessons, so the teachings, whatever it is heard, and not just in one ear and out the other. It's where it's embodied, because the Hierophant is able to speak to others in a way where that guidance becomes a lesson learned and a lesson lived. I hope that made sense. But this could be for some of you working on a marriage, but I'm also getting that this is a special kind of union where what works in this partnership, if it's just two people, is up to you and them to figure out. And it could be that this partnership, if it's different from maybe a last partnership or partnerships of the past, I do hear marriage. So maybe this is relating to or heading to or has to do with marriage. But you can take old traditions that worked, you know, from your past, how you were with others, but that might not work with somebody new. So I feel like you and someone else are kind of creating your own tradition, doing things your own special way. And I feel like the past is part of it, but you're also leaving part of the past behind and making something fresh and new. I hope all of that made sense. Let's get one more. But it is a divine energy as well. So it's not just, I'm not just like casual advice. I feel like there is, especially if it's a partnership, something more divine and something deeper that make you want to follow these rules or this way of doing something than like just reading something in a pamphlet or reading the directions. Let's get one more from this. Clarity on the Hierophant. It's also a Taurus energy. So maybe you're dealing with a Taurus. Birthday. Like I actually see a big bull. I feel like that has something to do with finances. But I don't know what that means. Maybe you do. Ooh, I almost lost the cards. What is this? Oh, wow. Well, you got a bull and now you got a bear. This is strength, which is really, really good. I am getting that you are either entering a union or a position, maybe both for some of you, where it's going to maybe require a lot of strength. But I feel like you got it. You have it. It's in you. You can do it. Believe in yourself. I'm also getting that somebody else sees you as very strong and powerful. But I am not getting that that's a pushy power. I'm getting that even if somebody is in the position of power, there's a gentleness there. There's a relatability there. There's some kind of vulnerability. Even though you recognize that somebody is powerful. Like, you know that bear is strong. I also feel like the bear relates to abundance. At least for me, when I think of the bear, I think of maybe hibernating. But it always makes me get prosperity kind of energy. But you have this little person here just hanging out with the bear. It's like Pooh Bear. I'm getting more Pooh Bear. Like, you know, it's a bear, but they just really want the honey. Like, someone kind of curious, maybe sweet, maybe burly on the outside, sweet on the inside. But this is also an energy coming through as advice for you. Because if there is big changes or rewriting of the script of your life, how you are in a partnership, you know, what you're doing in your career, that transition could take a lot of strength. I feel like this strength is a knowingness, not a proving how powerful you are or someone else's kind of strength. I also always get the energy of trust. Even if there's an initial trust between two people that just meet, there still has to be more experiences for that trust to really get deep and true. You know, maybe the first time this little person walked out to that bear, it was like, yeah, maybe I'm not going to get too close to the bear. But, you know, maybe over time they got used to each other, got more comfortable with one another, then realize there's a, you know, amazing way of communicating that they have. I'm getting unusual communication between you and someone else. Here it is exerting your power, trying to prove something, pushing others to do something a certain way because you have the position to do so or the desire to do so. Or I also see it upside down as you really being strong enough and not believing in yourself, getting in your own way, not giving something enough time. But when strength comes through, it's generally because you need an extra little boosteroo of strength for something that's happening. Strength to change, strength to grow, strength to speak up, strength to stand in your own personal power. I actually see you standing up with somebody else. So maybe standing up together. What's at the bottom? Two of Swords. So maybe it is about making a decision. Strength to make a decision. It's being logical, but you gotta follow your heart. I always see it as the heart is the direction you should be moving, and your mind will figure out that map or the direction or how to, you know, take each step as you go to adjust along the way. But if it's only your mind making the decision or only getting stuck in your head or an ego, and you're not following your heart's direction, you're always going to feel like you're a little bit lost. It's also using that balance between masculine and feminine. You know, here it does look like somebody's contemplating something peacefully, looking out to the new horizon, maybe waiting for the clouds to clear and that moon to illuminate something they are feeling emotionally. But I feel like that person wants to dive in that water and swim to a new destiny or like a new horizon, a new land, a new chapter, a new something. It even looks like there was points along the way where this person can take a break. They don't have to do it all in one go. So I am getting that this decision for somebody could have been getting them stuck in their head. You know, not making a decision, it's also making a decision. But I feel like somebody is gaining the strength, tapping into their wisdom and embodying some kind of lesson that they've learned, working on it in everyday life so something can grow. And I'm getting like big changes. So let's do the Art of Life. Let's just clarify the Two of Swords, the Hierophant, the Three of Pentacles, and Strength. What else? Strength could also be a Leo energy. You have air signs here: Gemini, Aquarius, Libra, Earth signs, Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. What is the overall bridge or block, depending on what comes through, on all of these cards to be helpful for the collective? Bring a little more clarity, please and thank you. Oh, wow. You maybe you were really stuck. Maybe that's why you or someone else has to have a lot of strength. You are sailing to and reaching a new horizon. I like the message on this Eight of Swords. It's different. It's uplifting. It's a different perception on that card, because usually that card has, you know, the person in the, they got the swords around them, kind of sort of fencing them in. Sometimes there's a blindfold and their hands are tied and they don't know where to go and they feel just trapped and stuck in their head, you know, stuck in their thoughts, not finding a way out or a way through. And there is always a way through. There is always a way out, but it starts with changing your mindset or how someone else needs to. It could be that that mindset is changed once a decision is finally made, or you at least take a step forward in one direction, you know, because in the traditional one, there's usually swords all around, but there's a space in between those swords to kind of slip through sideways. Or recognize that's a sword and the perfect tool you need to get yourself unhinged from where you thought you were caught. There are different ways and different perceptions of seeing many different solutions out of that scenario, because just staying there is really uncomfortable. And it's just staying in an old belief system. It could be, for some of you, somebody staying in a situation because they were taught that's where they had to be. That's the way things are. That's the way you do it. And it could be that someone has figured out and gained this strength that no, there's another way to work on something. There's another way to go, or a different path. There's always a solution. There's always a resolution. But you have to believe you're going to find it. You have to look for it instead of being complacent on being stuck. Here, it looks like somebody is jumping on that boat. I think this is the Columbus card. And not even knowing if there's land on the other side of that big ocean, that they dream there's something there, but not quite sure past those little islands. Is there anything else? I don't know. But you know what? Unless you get on that boat and go, you're never going to figure it out. So that does take a lot of balls to do. So it is somebody really, really stepping into strength. That takes a lot of courage. And what happens when you get to that land? What's over there? It's like that energy of discovery. You don't know what you don't know. But to not try and have a desire of your heart that there's something pulling you a direction that feels like destiny, you know, or something you love to do, or a partnership you want to be in, or, you know, I'm getting even I'm getting kind of like a project or a hobby or a talent or something that you have that you really want to put more time and effort into, but you don't know where it's going to take you. You know, you're getting stuck in your head. You never know unless you step up to bat. And if it's something that's that meaningful to you, then the biggest regret is never trying, not failing, not getting, you know, halfway across and deciding, yeah, the weather over here is really weird and I definitely know to go back now. Or maybe change course. You know, what if you get to a land and it's a big icy snow cap, but you decide to go south? And what if you end up at paradise? Sometimes you have to be thrown off course to get where you're supposed to be. I didn't even read the quote. You can never cross the ocean unless you have the courage to lose sight of the shore. You have to have that courage to let something go. The courage to, you know, dive into new territory, perhaps even a new partnership, maybe a new career, a new position, a new job. That's Christopher Columbus. Wow. I feel like this is a pretty powerful energy today. I'm not sure what to pull now though. Let's do this one I grabbed. So let's do this one. This is the Sign of the Times. Let's just get one message from Sign of the Times and get a little more clarity on the energy going on. What will be helpful for the collective, please, and thank you. Well, there you go. You're going to hit the bullseye. You just have to change where you're focused. If you're focused out here and you're trying to hit here, it's going to be way harder to hit that bullseye. But if you believe you're going to get that, you might have to try something a bunch of times. Something is going to come through. The right door is going to open. I hear the right person is going to come with you. I don't know what that means. Hopefully that's helpful for you guys. It's number 40. It's having the correct kind of focus as well. Sometimes people have blinders on and only see things one way. Sometimes you got to take a step back, you know, look at that whole board, look at the whole map, look at the whole unit of something. I'm getting a look at how far you've come already. And then readjust your focus. Don't get stuck in one way of thinking or one way of doing or one direction you have to go. You have this sense of wonder. You do have this thing lighting up your butt. It's like it's like, I feel like it's something getting you going. Like getting your butt moving. But maybe it starts with that wide-eyed sense of wonder. What if? Why not? Why not? Firefly wonder. 44 is also, you have 44, and actually this one is a 40. And then you have 4-4. Maybe 44. Fours are important. That's a powerful number of stability. It's a foundation. It's like a table. The four corners to build something on. But I also think of a box. So if you have anything like trapped in a box, I just thought of heart-shaped box. That was interesting. I don't know if any other music came through. I will put that song on the playlist for you guys. And I don't know why this made me think of Rocket Man. Maybe something's going to take off like a rocket, but I feel like this is bringing you illumination you need in the dark. The right glow, the right spotlight, just enough illumination to light your path as you go. And this illumination is coming from within. So let's go to the Divine Feather. What is a Divine Feather message to help the collective right now? Please and thank you. On Wonder, Firefly, Bullseye. I did see a bull before, so maybe a bull is important for some of you. I just thought of Eye of the Tiger. What a weird song to come through. Makes me think of football games. I feel like I did that in my band. Like it was one of those songs that you do in the stands. Maybe some of you do something with football, or you're in a band, a marching band. All right, clarity for the collective, please, and thank you. Oh, I love this. You got the woodpecker. Also, maybe some of you get to see a pileated woodpecker. They're very, very, very big, but there's also the little ones. It's using your discernment and fortitude to achieve your goals and find a new rhythm. I feel like you or someone else is coming in to switch things up. Throw in a monkey wrench. Make things run. I feel like it's like the monkey wrench that gets I see this factory. It's like there was something stuck Maybe this is also a happy mistake. I feel like somebody uses effort and like something is thrown and it gets everything spinning. Like you didn't even know that there was something stuck over there. Being flexible. Use your discernment. Use your intuition. How you feel about certain environments. How you feel each step of the way. You know, and always try to bring yourself back into balance. I don't know what song I'm thinking. Maybe it's about rhythm. Maybe some of you play drums. I don't know. That makes me think of like a waltz. I mean, here you have 4, 3, 2, 1, but like 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. I just see a waltz, and I know that's a really weird thing to come through. Um, it makes me think. I think there's a song. I think it's the Tennessee. I think it's Tennessee Waltz, something waltz. Maybe I'll put that song below. I auto grabbed the divine dog, so let's do this. Let's just get one message to put one more layer into this reading and be helpful for the collective. Please and thank you. What is one more message? I feel like I should, before this, maybe show you all of these cards, or at least some of them. Woodpecker. Bullseye. Firefly. It's a beautiful painting. And all right, what's one divine dog message to be helpful right now for the collective, please and thank you. Ooh, wild dog. Hey. Looks like somebody is definitely throwing in that monkey wrench, doing something where they are maybe changing the rules, following the path of your heart, your own direction, coloring outside the lines, opening up that box to bigger possibilities. It's also, look at the ears on that dog. It's also telling you to answer the call. Maybe some of you have something in your messages and you haven't called somebody back. Maybe it's the right call coming in and it's worth answering. It's worth listening to. I'm also getting mostly with this that this is a divine calling. This is something that you know in your soul. A new direction you have to go. Big changes in your everyday world you have to make. It might be calling on your inner strength. You can do it. You got it. And I get that you are really stepping into faith. That can take a lot of courage if you're heading in a totally new direction. Or I just see somebody like coming along with you. So maybe that's happening now. Maybe you meet somebody along the way. Maybe you already have somebody super inspiring to you that's helped you change or grow, whether they're on the same journey or not. Let's end this reading with one message from the Cosmic Messages Oracle. What is one more message to be helpful for the collective right now, please and thank you. I just thought of Wild Thing. Wild Thing. You make my heart sing. I don't even think there's notes on that song. When I looked at this. It was kind of a weird song to pop through. Okay. What is one last message to be helpful for the collective, please and thank you. This is telling you answer the call. And now it's telling you speak up and speak out. Let your voice be heard loud and clear. So maybe you have to listen fully before you respond or get all the information to know exactly what to say. But I do feel like that I'm going back to that light bulb. I actually forgot about that until now. So maybe some of you walk in with that vibration where you're bright, you light something up, you stand out a little bit, you have really good ideas. And maybe those ideas need to be put into action. And I feel like that's going to create a lot of change. And you are going to be heard. And with this, I bid you adieu. I love you so much. Thank you so much for being here with me. Because I feel so blessed every time I connect to you guys. I feel like it's a blessing. And with that, I bid you adieu. I hope you have a beautiful day or night. And I will see you very soon. Bye.